That's piercing through the veil tonight.
We're live.
Oh man.
What's up to the world?
Oh, what's going on, everyone?
We're back live. Think Music Podcast.
Mm.
It's got the Gnosis here.
Dunlap in the place to be. You know. Hope all is well with everyone.
Yeah, we're talking to Hollow Man right now. We got Zero.
Yeah, yeah. I like when I first started checking out your lives. I like how you used to be. Oh, we got one. Let's go. We need this one. Let's get into it.
Right, right. Shit, because I'd be on limited time, you know.
Right.
But so, um, so we put up the title Aquarian Tech.
Mm.
So I know you got some info you wanted to get into.
Yes. So um there's an app called Flipboard. And on Flipboard, you can create your own sort of like a magazine through news clips. So when you go on there, there's a bunch of different um topics you can follow. And I follow this one topic. It's called privacy and security. And let me see. It's by this woman named Nadia. And she got 10,597 viewers, over 679, over 169,000 page flips, almost close to 2,000 followers, and she's done over 6,000, close to 6,300 stories on her Flipboard. So I started following her channel. It's called Privacy and Cybersecurity. So
Mm-hmm.
that's like right up my alley of like, we gotta, trying to figure out what's going on, with this tech, because as we're moving closer to the digital age, we need to find out um what people are attempting to bring forth to the digital community and how that affects us. So I really like her channel. I really like her magazine. So what I do is I have a Flipboard also, and as I'm going through, I have a playlist per se called Sources Say, and I post all the things that I find on my Flipboard. I post it to that, and then in turn, people can follow me and like and see my stuff that I pull from it also. So what I was talking to Jamal about offline was what I would like to do as part of adding on to the podcast is when I come across interesting articles, especially from the tech and cyber world, I would like to bring it to the people because we're all tied into the digital age, and just kind of give a heads up on what I see. I really don't know what people look at online, or what anyone's thing is, but if I think on our podcast we're about solutions and trying to understand our surroundings and how we can move in that way. So I come across a Fast Company article written on 9/20/21, and the title of the article is "The Spy Tech That Followed Kids Home for Remote Learning and Won't Leave." Okay. Um Now I'm just going to read a little portion of this article just to give you a gist of where it's going. And then, if you got anything after that, tap in, and we'll see where it go. Um, so it says a week after the pandemic forced and I was just trying to practice this word. So I'm about to do a yashism here. Meanie, meanie. Hold on, Minneapolis. It's a tough one for me. Okay, students classes. A week after the pandemic forced Minneapolis students to attend classes online, the city school district's top security chief got an urgent email. His subject line in all caps alerted him to potential trouble. Just 12 seconds later, he got a second ping, and 2 minutes after that, a third. In each instance, the emails warning Jason Whitlock of questionable content pointed to a single culprit. Kids were watching cartoon porn. Over the next 6 months, Matlock got nearly 1,300 similar emails from Gaggle. Okay. Now, Gaggle is a surveillance um, company that monitors student school issue Google and Microsoft accounts. All right. Through artificial intelligence and a team of content moderators, Gaggle tracks the online behaviors of millions of students across the United States every day. Okay. Now it says the sheer volume of reports was overwhelming at first, Matlock acknowledged, and many incidents were utterly harmless. About 100 were related to animated pornography, and on one occasion, a member of Gaggle's remote surveillance team flagged a fictional story that referenced underwear. Okay. Hundreds of others, however, suggest imminent danger. Um, Now, this is what they found as they was looking at what the students were doing. It says in emails and chat messages, students discuss violent impulses, eating disorders, abuse at home, bouts of depression, and as one student put it, ending my life. At a moment of heightened social isolation and elevated concern over students' mental health, references to self harm stood out, accounting for nearly a third of incident reports over a 6 month period in the document titled My Educational Autobiography. Students at Roosevelt High School in the south side of in the south side of Minneapolis discussed bullying, drug overdoses, suicide. Kill me, one student wrote in the document titled Goodbye. So, what we see here is for children that are remote learning, they get these Chromebooks or I guess Microsoft Surface laptops. And there's Gaggle, which is a surveillance company, and they're monitoring what the kids are saying and watching. Um, Now, later on in this article, it states that they didn't find any of this stuff during the school hours from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. This was all the things they were finding after hours. So, what it tells you is once school's done, they're still following what your child is doing. Or, catch this, who's ever on the laptop, you know? So, um, the thing about it is, and me and Jamal was just talking before we came on, we're in the police state without saying we in the police state, right? We know that there's cameras outside, there's cameras in stores. We all have a camera on our phone, mics on our phone. It's here. And so instead of pronouncing it,
And the phone listens.
and the phone listens, and the phone listens, and then you got your Nest, you got your Google Home, you have Bixby on cell phones, you have whoever has the iPhone, Siri, you have Alexa with Amazon. So it's here. So now you have to ask yourself, you have to really be careful now with what you're saying, with what you're looking up, and who knows how they're corralling all of this information to build some type of profile of whomever, you know? So, um, let me see. Uh, yeah, so it says so later on in the article it says the data gleaned from those 1300 incident reports in the first 6 months of the crisis highlights how Gaggle's team of content moderators subject children to relentless digital surveillance long after classes end for the day, including on weekends, holidays, late at night, and over the summer. In fact, only about a quarter of incidents were reported to the district officials on school days between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., bringing into sharp relief how the service extends schools' authority far beyond their traditional powers to regulate student speech and behavior, including at home. So, my thoughts were this: for families without the internet or computer, they will also be monitored too. Your online behavior, and it gets back, to the movie Minority Report, Thought Crimes from 1984, uh, and them surveilling all of this taking all this information and putting it into some type of order, um, to document us, basically, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, that's where I'm at so far with it, man. Um,
Well, I think we have to also ask the question, what is the purpose of the data? Um,
when you finish your statement, I was right at this part of the article where it says something about the subheading is a mental health dilemma.
okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it says a mental health dilemma. With each alert, Madlock and other district officials were given a vivid look into students' most intimate thoughts and online behaviors, raising significant privacy concerns. It's unclear, however, if any of them made kids safer. Independent research on the efficacy of Gaggle and similar services is all but non essential. When students' mental health comes into play, a complicated equation emerges. In recent years, schools have ramped up efforts to identify and provide interventions to children at risk of harming themselves or others. Gaggle executives see their tool as a key to identify youth who are lamenting over hardships or discussing violent plans. On average, Gaggle notifies school officials within 17 minutes after zeroing in on student content related to suicide and self harm. According to the company and officials, they claim to save more than 1,400 lives during the 2021 school year. Now it says, as a parent, you have no idea what's going on in your kid's head. But if you don't know, you can't help them, said Jeff Patterson, Gaggle's founder and CEO. And I will always want to err on trying to identify kids who need help.
Hmm. Okay, here's where I see the play is.
Okay.
Everybody's familiar, or I'm sure most of the people who, you know, watch our stuff are familiar with the term Hegelian dialectic.
Mm-hmm.
So, how does that apply to this situation? Well, our whole society is set up and predicated on Martian energy. It's all animalistic attainment of desires, whether that's food, um, narcotics, sex,
Mm-hmm.
status.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all of it's come down. It's basically Martian. It's basically animalistic. And so, while the data collection is invasive, that is part of it. But we have to ask, well, why do they want all the data? Is part of it is it, there's a fear of when you're always up to something diabolical, you're always fearful of retribution. Somebody's going to try something. That's one thing. They also need, though, to collect data on the effectiveness of what they have, the poison that they infuse into society.
Mm-hmm.
So when this person comes on and says, well, we saw these things about kids saying that they want to harm themselves or this and that, our humanistic mind naturally thinks, oh, they're trying to collect the data to see, track this problem,
Right.
and possibly they're going to try to levy some type of remedy,
Mm-hmm.
when in reality it's that they want to see the effectiveness of a plan that's been put in motion. you know um and one thing I think too about, although we titled this the Aquarian tech, Pisces, this era of Pisces has really been big on technology, but it's been big on external technology. um and when we even talk about religion, the way it's been promoted has been a form of external technology.
Mm-hmm.
When we take the natural innate, um, uh, the natural innate technology, and we strip it away and externalize it,
Mm-hmm.
and then we make the soul forgetful. Um, but one thing about Pisces is that it feels everything around it. Everything's connected. And so our whole reality is data mining.
Yep.
Check this out. Now, let's just keep it real. White women getting bigger butts now. Now, what they got to do with the conversation? That ain't it funny that as the mindset and the desire for a big ass becomes universal. Not like back in the 1700s where women was wearing corsets and this and that, but like it's not hidden now.
Mm-hmm.
It's out. Like you got to have an ass. You got to have an ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, the thing about it is, Pisces is where, uh, like I said, everything's connected. So if enough thoughts go out that this is desired, the data then filters back down and it starts altering DNA.
Mm. Okay.
So, although Aquarius is more associated with technology, there's a lot of tech associated with the Pisces. Like we're naturally living inside of a data mining template. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know I'm sounding like a motherfucker who's smoking, but it, um, I don't know. It's just because if you put out enough thoughts into, like, we know the what media is so important for shaping thoughts.
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
um,
We see that with the political channels and all of that.
yeah. I mean, even the thing about media has taken anxiety and ran with it.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
like everybody's like Simone Biles is battling
The
anxiety.
mental
You know,
the mental health is the
Me-
new paradigm.
we talked about that.
Yes, yes,
Charlemagne, F my anxiety. It's like, hold on, hold on. So now all of a sudden, lightning striking in all these places. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's just, and then we think that it's just people are finally just getting the courage to. I can no longer hide it. I
yes,
suffer from anxiety. Like,
yes.
and then it feels like it's natural.
Right. The buzzword is what I want to. It's the yeah.
The
It's
buzzword.
it's the new buzzword. Mental health.
So
Mm.
so they create this environment that fosters certain behaviors,
Hmm.
certain emotional patterns. Just the mere fact that children are sitting at home on a computer is enough to cause depression in them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's enough to mess with their psyche,
Yep.
but
Yep.
so
Dark Truth said, "Live in the algorithm."
yeah. Yo, what's up, Dark Truth? What's up, Yoel?
Says using the digital algorithm to adjust the
Just the
analog.
analog.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
been talking about analog. That's going to be what you're trying to attain in the future. How can I get back? Me and Jamal been talking about this for a minute in our personal conversations. It's going to get back to how can I get to we're going to be looking for organics from a lot of different places. How can I get back to something organic? And it's going to be they're making it harder and harder to get back to it because look at all these and I'm not going to say electric cars are going to take over and then but it's moving in that direction as we know. And we know with these cars, like the car surveillance, you know,
Man.
Tesla, you get a Tesla no like and they can shut your car off.
Yep. Yep.
Tesla can turn your car off. Tesla can open your doors for you. Tesla can keep you locked in. You know what I mean? So they're moving us towards full, what is it? Autonomy, where you're just all electric, and you're going to be
Smart
looking for
city.
smart city, and you're going to be looking for a car with a carburetor that you're going to get a fine if you drive it, right? Because it all comes back to this climate control right now that they've been pushing since Gore said something in what, oh 02,
2000.
03, 2000? Yes. They've been pushing climate change for 20 plus years now, right? So there's going to come a time where you're going to look for a 70 something uh Lincoln, a old beat up Nova, because you won't be surveilled in it. You know what I'm saying? So, and he says OnStar has been doing it for years, tracking people, make it a hype, then people get it. And yeah. OnStar was the first play on
Yeah,
that.
they planted the seed.
Yes, yes, that's a fact. That's a
Yo,
fact.
yo, check this out. So, okay, so I went back to school in 2012, right?
Okay.
So 2014, I'm in maybe like my junior year or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting my in my journalism class, and they bring over a professor from the computer science department,
Okay.
and so he comes in, this little Asian guy, and he does this presentation about how the self-driven cars, this wasn't really talked about a lot in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they brought this little magazine, um
Yes, Dark
and
Truth. Mm-hmm.
Yep, gridded out. Um, and they talked about the smart city.
Yep.
They talked about it way back then. These idiots in, in my class start talking about, oh, that'll be great. I can sit
Yes.
there and eat my lunch, and the car would just drive me, and I can
Yes.
text. And I said, do you not see what's coming? And I
Yep.
said, that same car can drive you up to the police station. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You have unpaid traffic tickets. Check this
Yes.
out. And look, they put this straight out in this movie. You got to get this movie called Idiocracy.
I seen it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
seen it?
Owen Wilson's brothers in it.
Man, they drinking water fountains, got Mountain Dew in it.
They was
They
they was wasn't they doing something with Gatorade doing the for the
for to
water in the ground?
yeah, trying to
The,
irrigate with
yes,
Gatorade.
yes, yes, yes.
You know,
Peace Flex. Yes.
yo, what up, Flex? Um,
Oh man, that's a funny
and the
movie.
car would drive you to the police station and turn you in.
And it was a black president in that. Because
Terry
Tiny List,
Crews.
oh, was it? I thought it was Tiny Lister for some
Terry
reason, but
Crews.
Terry Crews was the president. Okay.
Before Obama. So you know it's like they
Yep.
showing you, but he's a clown though. He was a
Yep.
clown in
Yep.
so yeah,
And you know what? And guess what made us comfortable? Let's take it back a little further. Let's take it back to the '60s. The Jetsons.
yeah. Oh
The
man, if I could
Jetsons.
go up to a computer and push a button and my food would come out.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes. The Jetsons, bro. Like, so now when you see it's already been implanted in you from your childhood to want to be in a car that could do that because the Jetsons had it. You
flying
know,
cars.
yes, yes. I listen to a lot of financial channels, and they have people come on here and they're talking about what they're trying to bring forth, and like they're trying to do basically flying taxis, and they're trying to the company is um in meetings with the FAA for regulation purposes, but they're already working on the vehicles and ready to do they got prototypes and stuff and ready to try. They're just trying to figure out the regulations, so I think part of it is, in a sense, I'm not going to say we've been duped, but maybe conditioned to be a part of bringing forth the narrative they want to bring forth all the way back from the 60s, and further. But, showing us the Jetsons, showing us things like that of like, and now we at a time where we could possibly have those things and people want them. People want to see what it's, they want to see what it's like. You know what I'm saying? They want to see if we can achieve that. We building all these skyscrapers. Now can we fly? You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, it's on its way.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's on its way. It's gonna be up to us, how much we buy in to the new technologies that come online. You know,
Yeah,
you're
you're
gonna have
gonna have to.
no. Go
Okay.
ahead. My bad. No, 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 no. You go ahead. You got.
Now I'm just gonna say, there's no getting around it. We're gonna have to merge with the matrix to some degree.
UL says something. He says it's why people need to go open source so they can have a hand in coding. Yeah, they're pushing coding. The funny thing about how they pushing coding is you need to learn how to flip it, meaning get in there, understand it, and then you got to come out, pull your team together, and then learn how to flip it.
Yeah, yeah, because they're looking for Christ children,
Mm-hmm.
and these children who have Uranus and Aries.
Yes, dark truth. Yes.
A bit of convenience here, a little there, and we roll with hook line. Yeah, yeah. You know, I was talking to my wife about that. Just you know, it's this is this to be a parent right now is it's interesting. You know, you got to think
Hmm.
about things that our parents just didn't have to consider. Like back then, it was just like they push you to be all you can be. We just want you to be the best. I want you to be a doctor, be a lawyer, you know, or be a fireman, you know.
Right. Yep.
Now you have to consider if your child is too bright, you got to
Mm.
be concerned about who might see that light and who might start
Yes.
tracking,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. Yes.
And so you got to be uh, really uh, think about your management skills,
Yes.
you
I'm glad
know.
you touched on that. Yes. We had a great conversation about that, bro.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
it's real shit, you know. It's sh- shit is real serious. Like if you are a parent and you are an involved parent, like it's very interesting times, you
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
Um,
Because we have to, like, for us that's in the information, like we were saying in our personal conversation, we have to instill that in our children at this moment. Because especially for me and Jamal, we have like younger children. You know what I'm saying? That, we should be around a while, but then, when we move on and they're still here, you know what I'm saying? What they're gonna need the tools for what we see going on right now for the future that they don't understand right now, because the kids are excited about technology. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I want to code, I want to do this, and they Birdman right now. You know what I'm saying? They Birdman right now. Like, yes, do it, student. Oh yes, he's great. He's great. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah. What's his grades? Oh yeah, we gotta bring him to MIT. We gotta bring him to Boston Dynamics. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's get him. And then you're gonna get in there and be like, oh yeah, I think I could do that. Yeah, and then you don't even know you're helping enslave yourself or
yes,
surveil yourself.
yeah, yeah,
So we have to tell our kids, and this is not, this is, if you got nieces, nephews, the whole gamut.
that's right.
This, look at it this way a little bit. You know what I mean? Don't deter them, because we do need them. But when that man, because like I told Jamal, like, if we're gonna say the elite is, I always say this, if we're gonna say the elite, who the elite say they are, and we see movies, you in college, you in the cafeteria, you eating some Chick-fil-A, and then all of a sudden, Brad comes sit next to you, and hey man, what's going on? And you're like, hey, what's going on? And yeah, I seen you in
I got a
computer
homeboy named Brad.
yeah, I seen you in computer analytics class. You had some good answers in there, but you don't know this guy agent.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You don't know this guy your agent. And then he's trying to bring you in to what he doing over here. And so we got to teach our kids that wherewithal, our nieces, our nephews, and let's just be honest, even some adults, that you don't fall into that rung of helping manipulate, you know, the common folk into what they're trying to do, putting us in this grid.
a person's consciousness has to become more practical than ever before.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
know, there is no tapping out right now.
Mm-mm.
Like, like your shit has to be used to tap in. Like, um,
Oh wow, Flex. All you got to do is ask.
yeah, all you gotta do is ask.
You got to do is ask.
Yeah, yeah,
But my
um,
bad, bro.
yeah. You got to be grounded right now. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, it's yeah, it's very interesting. You never know who's approaching you. You know, I go back and think about things. You know, even with running the business, certain people find you. There are networks out here you don't know even exist,
Yep.
where people who got money circulate. Like, and when like that stuff that they talk about with Hollywood, it happens on all levels. Somebody like, okay, um, some of the clients I used to have, one person might come and just try you out, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll talk to their network. And next thing you know, you got all these different people coming, and and you start looking at these last names like, and you start tracking certain ethnicities, put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, popping. The moment you cross one of them, all of a sudden, all of that, the whole network falls because you didn't know that these people had this whole other world over here that you didn't know exists, and they
Mm-hmm.
made a decision that they was going, all right, we're gonna fuck with you. And so the same way that thing goes up on that scale, we hear about all the celebrities, this and that. This thing works on all levels,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and they see you and they're just like, oh, this person's got some potential. Let me approach, you know. What's up, MJ?
MJ, peace, peace. And Yoel, you right. Yoel said they will also try to block you if you're not going along with the agenda. Yes,
Yes,
indeed. That's a
yes,
fact. That's a
yes,
fact.
yes. Shit, this tell this channel will get 2 subscribers, lose 3,
Wow.
get 4, lose 5. Yeah, but it's something else we talked about on the phone too.
Mm-hmm.
It is good to stay small right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It's good to be, because everything is seen right now. Make no bones about that. But
Mm-hmm.
it's good to have limited eyes on you,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um, and I know it's kind of but I think it all ties in, because
Because there's enough people pushing to get somewhere in this facet we call life. So they got enough to look at, you know. So when you down here in the tuck in the corner, they ain't really paying attention to you like that unless somebody's just perusing around and then they're like, oh, okay, they don't have much going on, but some of the things being said is interesting, but for the most part, there's so many people pulling, you know, striving to leave a legacy,
mm,
buzzword, get the bag, buzzword, you know, promote, just showing yourself as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? They have they fill right now. And like you said, staying small is great. That's why I'm not really big with talking about solutions online. Because it's like, you know, you may say something that somebody hasn't thought of, and then now here comes somewhere that they're trying to uh diminish that idea, throw that way of uh yeah, throw that idea, man. You know what I'm saying? So, thwart rather that
mm-hmm.
idea. And you know I'm careful with solutions online. I'd rather talk about solutions offline, and not give someone ammo to possibly diffuse what we're trying to bring forth, you know?
Yep. Um, it's funny because I was just thinking about because it brought me back to what I was telling you about the words. Like, if you just think about, you said the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just think about some of the words that have entered our lexicon since 2012 or 2011 when Neptune entered Pisces. You know, because why is that so significant? Is because Neptune can be deception, um, absorption of boundaries, and
Mhm.
in its home sign of Pisces, the big pool. So that means if you put out something into the stream, you piss in the water, then it's a good chance everybody in the water gonna have a little bit of urine on them. You know,
No doubt.
Neptune and Pisces. So it's like think about some of the words that have entered our lexicon. The bag, and I want y'all help me in the chat. I want you to think of words that have become popular over the past 10 years. Influencer,
Paradigm, paradigm,
paradigm.
paradigm shift.
Yep. Uh,
um, what was the,
legendary.
what was the other one that was real crazy? Oh, flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
Mandela
Mandela.
effect. Mandela
Mhm.
effect.
What else? Uh, following.
Yep, following.
Following. You know. Um, hmm, trying to think what's some other words.
This a light one. Like, share, and subscribe. Just
Oh, come on.
the
Like, share, and subscribe. Yep. The algorithm.
algorithm is probably the number one joint. This helps the algorithm so everyone else can find the channel.
Algorithm.
Get those likes up,
Likes. Get those likes up.
gigs up. Yep.
Gigs
The
up.
gig economy.
The gig economy. Yep.
The gig economy.
Troll.
Troll. Yes. Yes. Guess what?
Gaslighting.
Ge- Listen, that's a good one. What's the
That's
racial? What's the racial theory joint? What's the bots, trolls, doxing? What's the critical race theory? They tried to bring that forth.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Woke.
Woke, yes, that's a top one.
Woke.
Yes.
So and just
Toxic, yes,
toxic.
toxic masculinity.
Yes.
Yep.
Cancel.
Cancel.
Mm,
hmm
mm, mm.
Now we done ran off about 20 plus right there.
And but the thing is, how just think how these words have impacted our reality.
Yes, all swimming around. Yes, all swimming around. Yes. Tesla. Yep. Yep. And even if you went to the stock stuff, Robin Hood, all of this, everybody doing self, which is nothing wrong with it, but in what guise is it? Everyone's doing their own stock options now, and getting into that market. It's like everything we just said is in the bowl of soup that we're eating, and when you ingest it, it causes confusion because there's so many things popping out. It's like eating what's the cereal that we used to eat back in the day with the alphabets? Alphabet cereal, was that it? Had the little A's and B's in there. You try to spell something in your milk, spoon and milk.
I don't remember. I remember
You don't remember that?
alphabet soup.
Alphabet soup was one too, but they had some cereal also. I think it was called alphabet cereal.
Hmm.
YOLO was that. Yes, that's an old one too. You only live once. Yes, yes. YOLO was definitely big.
My
I
best
remember
life.
my
My
best,
truth. I'm
my
living my
truth.
best life. Yes.
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 And so it's like we had all these buzzwords, and then watch what happens. You start seeing them all over the internet. Your Facebook friends using them. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, it's just, and it's like, yo, my best life, living my best life. Songs now songs become anthems.
Meme.
Meme. Meme. That's
Our
another one.
lives are being have pretty much become memes. You
Yes.
know, because you put a picture up and put "I'm living my best life" meme.
Yeah.
You know,
Lit is one.
lit.
Yep. Liddy.
Oh, cap. Oh yeah, cap. Uh, fleek. Just and I mean we always come up with some slang. But yeah, man. So the question is, we rarely stop to ask when we adopt these things, who started this?
That's the key. That's the key. That's the key. Who started this trend? Trending. Trend,
Trending. That's another
trending,
word.
trending topic.
Trending.
In the media, and I'm talking from political to sports to entertainment, helps push it along.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah.
out to A Tribe Called Quest. Helps push it along. Straight up. You know? Because they make segments around it. Trending topic. Is Britney Spears gonna win her is she gonna get rid of her father controlling her life? You know, trending topic. Is Tom Brady gonna beat the Patriots in 2 weeks?
Is it really trending? No, we telling you this. We're gonna make y'all trend. Make this a trend.
Hashtags, yes,
Hashtags. Pin your
yes,
location. Let
yep.
me tell everybody where I'm at.
Listen, let me tell you something. My man came to visit me from back in Michigan. He said he here chilling, we talking. He like, yo, nobody know I'm out of town except like my mom, my brother, and his kids. So when he came back in town, he had posted a flick of him in the airport, right? So somebody comment on the airplane. So somebody comment, have a safe trip. He was like, I'm already back. like, cause he was like, yo, nobody needs to know I'm not at home.
That's
Cause
right.
yo, you might run up in my crib.
That's right.
Listen. Your little money, like you didn't stack your little. You didn't, I ain't gonna even say it like that because that's demeaning. You didn't saved your money. You didn't went and bought you something nice. You didn't bought it in your house. You brought it in your house, and you have some decent furnishings or whatever, right? And then, oh, we about to go on vacation, and everybody know you just put an 85-inch in your house.
Come on. They already planning to watch the fight on your shit.
Come on. Then you get a DM on your social media. You may want to make it back home. Somebody see your door kicked in. You're like, what? You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
Yeah.
Pin your location. I'm out here eating. You at Red Lobster right now? Word. Okay, bet.
Yep. Yeah.
It's funny. My mom, this don't have nothing to do with it, but my mom always used to be like, when we was leaving, you leave lights on in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You leave lights on in the
Always.
house. Straight up.
Shit. I think that's what businesses got that from us. Go buy a business now, they leave their lights on.
Somebody in the back stocking. Make you think somebody in the back
Hmm.
stocking. Leave that. Don't jiggle that lock. Leave that front door alone.
Well, the other thing too is that if the lights is on, you can see somebody moving around in there.
And true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
Facts.
know,
Yeah.
but yeah, you know, uh,
Leaving your TV on is a classic, MJ. That's a classic. Cause it's like, okay, damn, man, they don't never go to sleep. Their TV just running. He must have fell asleep with the TV on. Yeah, TV ain't going off, brother. Straight up.
yeah, yeah, that's another one. Yoel said challenge. You know,
Come on, the crate.
ice bucket challenge, the crate challenge.
I done seen so many people break bones and they come up with concussions on them crates, man. And like, who created that challenge? And now it's easy, and now listen to this, because we say this too. With social media, you can create something and it go viral. Now they got the people in on it. So now the people are helping to take away from the concentration of what you need to be doing. Oh, let's stack these crates up and see who can walk them. And now everybody want to do it. I mean, I could walk crates, bro. That ain't nothing. Let me try it. Well, let me film you. I'm putting it on TikTok. If you fall, blah blah blah. Then you see then it starts off and then they get ignorant. The kid kicks the crates up from under the old head. Like that dude could have broke his neck, broke an arm, whatever. I mean, if you fall, you already liable to hurt something anyway. You're gonna be in pain anyway. And then you come and deliberately kick that from under that man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's wild. I
Savage.
seen a I seen I seen a parent do an ice bucket challenge with a 3-year-old on one of them little real joints. Made no sense. It makes no sense, bro. We used to have America's Funniest Videos. Used to be the little Sunday night. You sing your little VHS in, you know, dad's playing wiffle ball with the boy, gets hit in the nads and all of that type stuff. Now it's wide open.
Yep. Yep. And it seems so.
Receipts. I'm sorry.
Mhm. It seems so innocent, but it's like that was already planning going on right then. You know, Give these buffoons something to laugh at.
Hmm. Yo, Jay said, leave all that ish on. Leave the whole house lit up.
Yep. Flex said now it's America's dumbest people. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, I'm just gonna say if any of y'all get the chance, go watch Idiocracy.
Hmm.
It's a documentary. It's not a movie. It's a documentary. But yeah,
Hmm.
what was you going?
Now because UL said something a little bit back at the 12:26 mark, and he said also after it was created, it was used by other groups to gain, while creators many times get no. He said get no fam like the TikTok. Then yeah, I seen that. Yeah, the TikTokers was complaining about not getting the views and and the recognition for starting a lot of the dance and stuff. And then he says even commercials now use what they have learned and put it into the social media. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Everybody's using everybody now. Yep. Everybody's using everyone now. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's it's that whole, they said that saying, what was it? Something about being in the fishbowl. We're all in the fishbowl now, you know.
Okay, Dark Truth said sidebar. Y'all get the feeling that social media um, is starting count as public shows of affection and relationships.
Yes. Yep.
I don't.
M-
How you interpret that? Because I'm trying to.
Meaning you're online, um you'll have a guy do a video where he got roses coming from the entrance of the house, and it leads upstairs to a tub, and it might be some champagne and strawberries there.
Oh, okay.
And the wife just came home from a long day and her feet hurt, and it's some nice music playing in the background of the video. Then you go to the comments, goals. Goals. I wish my man would do that for me. Like, listen, the
Listen,
comments are the
yo,
comments is where it's at.
yo, check this out. Let me give y'all some. I'm gonna be on my yash for the night. I'm gonna give y'all some good gossip. Neptune and Pisces. I'm down here in Dallas area.
Hmm.
I don't know. I should fuck it. I don't care. Check this out. a few months ago, there was a video up with Kirk Franklin dancing with his wife or singing to her or some shit. Let me tell you something about Kirk Franklin. My man is flame on, flame on.
Mm.
So look,
Allegedly.
nah, fuck that. He is.
Uh-oh.
We just, yeah, well, allegedly, we'll say that. The reason I be at the gym training and lady I knew train him. He come in the gym with these little tights on, and the motherfucker about 3'11". He about
Oh
3'11", about
man.
65 pounds. Coming there, and and when I tell you he's got that look, he's so uncomfortable, make you so uncomfortable to be around him.
Mm.
He's always bouncing around, and just always, you know, you would think he treat his nose, just always just everywhere. And when him and his wife come in, it's like there's no feeling of affection,
Mm.
none. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it's just this motherfucker making money. I'm staying. Hey, we ain't giving up this money. We're gonna keep this facade going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen to me, and I'm saying this because my man is um my man tripped out, man. He tripped out. Let me tell you something. I was in North Arlington. This was years ago. I'm going into this A. Did I tell you this story?
That's why I'm laughing.
I go to this AT&T store to pay my bill. He in there. And this how this he like, hey, what's up, bro? You play for the Cowboys? And he doing out like this, like, you a big dude. And everybody, if you see him, that's how you see him on TV. That's how he acting in real life. You a big dude, man. You play for the Cowboys? I said, nah, brother, I don't. And these people who's so-called celebrities, they think when you meet them, if they acknowledge you, they think that you just supposed to be like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
They
Right.
they 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 be they be set aback when you look at them like, motherfucker. Cause first of all, men don't. It just didn't feel like how a man come and talk to a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, like, you play for the Cowboys, brother. You a big dude. Oh, motherfucker. You know. So I'm saying all this to say about the thing about showing all the affection online. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But is that shit real?
Yeah. Yeah. Because a lot of stuff is fabricated online. It's somebody posted a proposal. A woman proposed to a man, and he said no. Then there was a chick sitting next to the woman that was proposing. He grabbed her hand and they walked out. And then the dude, the girl who proposed, her father stops him and starts barking on him. So I'm a comment reader, so I go to the comments,
Oh, that's
and
where it goes down.
that's listen. What I say I call that ah that's the pulse of America in the comments. Just read the comments on any, and I read comments on everything because I call it the pulse of America. People gonna say what they want to say because they avatar might be a mechanical monkey or something, and their name is XJ7934, and like you don't know, so they gonna say what they want to say on this joint. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And and then somebody
Hotel
was like,
Menendez.
yes, and somebody was like, "Oh, this is fake." They have a comedy channel and this and that, and but people were really into it like it was real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you got people trying, like now it's not even enough for you to post something real. Now you're creating fake real.
Fake organic.
Fake. That's that. Yep. That you've been saying
Parisian
that.
windows.
Yes, you've been saying that. Fake organic.
Y'all go back and listen to the Parisian windows. Think music on Bandcamp.
Yes.
Fake organic. My pops using, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be done with my part because we're getting towards that
Yeah.
illustrious hour. Um, my pops used to tell me this
Content
story.
creator. It's
Yes,
another
that's
one.
another one. They had this store called OK Cash when they was growing up. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you could get groceries on credit. And he said there was this couple. My pops and them lived in this little apartment building. And that time, they was the level of poor was just something different from what we understand.
Mm-hmm.
So it was this couple, and I think the man's name was Ralph, and the wife's name was like Sarah. And they would be in the store, and she'd be like, "Ralph, can I have some of these apples?" And say Ralph be like, "Yeah, baby, go on, get whatever you want." And and say later on that night, they be upstairs and get to drinking, and say they would hear Sarah coming down the steps. Boom, 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 boom. Well, they done been up there fighting, and Ralph say, "You going out here ordering up all this shit like we rich, da 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 da." And it made me think about too, and that's another example of like all this fake shit right now. Like they in the store and they gonna put on the airs for the public.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, baby, get that apple if you want it. Will come nighttime in their private life, and I'm not making light of no domestic violence, but you know what I'm
Right.
saying, they'll be up there getting drunk and they start fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But it just showed like the facade. That's
Mm-hmm.
the word my dad liked to use, facade. They
Mm-hmm.
would put on this front out there in the public, and then behind doors be tearing up shit. And it's like that dude Lennon Honor, who'll be doing all them videos on Umar
Oh, I
Johnson, like,
forgot about
yeah,
him.
oh, talk
Forgot
about
about him.
peace, positivity, and manhood. How to be a strong black man, and blah, 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 blah. And something about him, man, I bet when that camera go off, I ain't gonna say that, man. But something just seemed fake.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You know, always preaching, and this and that. Like, I be thinking about Ralph when I see him. Like, that camera go, you know,
Oh, Ralph Smart. What's his name?
nah, Ralph, the dude in the store that my daddy talked
Oh, okay,
about
okay.
growing up, you know, um, like I be side eyeing people who constantly brag on how beautiful their relationship is with their wife, and
Mm-hmm.
my wife, we've been together for, only one I've married and dedicated, and that head be going this, like, I be wondering, man, I don't know about that shit.
Yes, you will. The mask they wear in the public, but now people have a cyber mask, or many they have to keep up with, causing new stresses. Listen, bro,
Yo,
me and Jamal was just talking about your setup when you come online. You gotta have a uniform on. You gotta have a uniform on, bruh. Like for real. Right now I'm at my mom's crib on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at right now. I'm at home in my studio, or y'all see me at work. You know what I mean? Like that's Jamal's in his office. Like, it's like, listen, but you got guys that gotta have a uniform on.
I'm about
Wonder
to talk
Woman
to the people.
bracelets.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I'm about to talk to the people. Let me get my.
yeah. He got his Wonder Woman bracelets on. you're adjusting and licking your
Constantly
lips.
adjusting yourself.
Yeah, man, it's like, or cats is outside of the trash can, or you hawk spitting in the cold winter doing the live, like you and the listen. I seen the cat and listen, and I ain't no fronting on cat dude. Like I ain't that dude that talk about dudes like that. I'm just observing. When you a personality, quote unquote, or you a community person, quote unquote, why would you be outside in the blizzard doing the live, hawk spitting, coughing all this phlegm up on when you can be in your house? What? Why couldn't you do it live in your house? So you got a uniform on. The uniform isn't a shirt and tie. A uniform is you might have a room in your house that's pristine, but you walk out that door, your crib is shambles. But you got to go in this room to make it look like you, because you putting on a persona. You trying to get subscribers. You want to monetize your YouTube channel. You only come on when you got a haircut. It's all type of uniforms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We done been on here scruffy, t-shirts on. You know what I'm leaving to go to the bathroom. All type of, you know what I'm saying? Like everything. So, we don't have no uniform on. We just trying to bring people information, share what we come across, get information from you guys in the chat, people who leave things in the comments on the videos. Like that's what we just all about building, seeing what's going on in our society, bringing it to the forefront, and how can we maneuver within it? You know what I'm saying? There's no uniforms, but cats is UL just hit it on the head, man. Cats is so set up, is you gotta have this pristine thing, and they get it from Hollywood, because Hollywood fake, and then you got all these YouTube channels telling you how to be fake, and you look at the views, you got 700, 800,000 people watching these videos. And this is why this is why the content is what the content is. You got Stephen A. Smith on the major level, then you got 100,000 cats on YouTube doing the same joint. And I'm not saying nobody has different perspectives on what they see and all of that. Like, I'm not knocking that, because people do have, people got different perspectives. I get it. But it's just the same template over and over and over and over and over and over and over. You know what I mean? Like how many sports shows can we have? Especially with the advent of YouTube and you being able to create some type of platform on YouTube. Yeah. And then the monetization of YouTube has really got you chasing. So, it's peace, Damon. It's wild.
And
yes, Flex, cats still want to dress like rappers. Get it? Like, when are we gonna get into us? Not to cut your wisdom, my G, but like, when are you gonna be comfortable with you?
Well, after a while, you don't exist. I don't even know what me is. That's the thing. Pisces, everybody's trying to be something else. You're in the pool.
Yes.
So somebody piss in the pool, everybody's piss baby now. Nobody, you got to come out the pool and then once you come out the pool, and everybody in the pool like, look at that motherfucker. He ain't got no piss on him. And they starting to think they feeling like they in. They with it.
Yep.
Like, nah, motherfucker, y'all stink. I washed my ass.
Right.
I washed the piss off of me. What's wrong with y'all?
Right. See, like this, I'm sitting on this couch, my camera moving, right? And I'll go watch your channel and be like, they'll see this and be like, hey, buddy, you might want to get something stationary because your fans might not like that you sit on your couch and your camera's moving up and down when you laugh. Be like, damn, now I gotta go get a stabilizer. I gotta go get a tripod now.
If you click the link beneath this video, it'll help my channel out because I'll get a small percent of this sale Yeah.
And another thing I peeped too, just on some uniforms, I watched this channel called, I think it's called Company Man. I think there's a lot of mainstream. This is just my opinion. I don't know for sure, but I think there are. I think people are also being put in place to create YouTube channels to talk about certain things also.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because these people, and I'm not saying you can't go get a nice camera and learn about some software and make these awesome, but I be seeing some awesome videos, bro, from some guys that's just like, I'm a novice. You a novice, bro? The way you done made this 27-minute video, really?
He got
Or do you?
9 people behind
Or
him.
do you? Thank you. Listen, I told you this one a couple months ago. I was watching. I was into the watching uh, um, tiny house videos and stuff like that. Remember the one I told you about? It was the dude and the chick, and they was out. They were somewhere in Alaska. They found this beautiful path that there was some open land. They had drones. They had ill production. All the what's the things when you uh the avatar was always showing the woman in some type of tights. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, people got productions trying to make it look like it's just them. And it's not like we know when it's just you. We know when it's just you. And we know when it's a production. And people got productions and trying to make it look like, oh, this is just me and my wife, and we got a tripod, and we film a lot, and then we go into the editing, and then this is how we piece it together, and it's pristine. Man, y'all got movie productions, you know.
Yeah.
And I seen this lady one time. She had on boots, yoga pants, a full jacket, like a big bomber type jacket, a Scully, and she out here sawing, cutting wood. And I'm like, the production of this joint is. I said, I was like, wow, the game is the game. Like the game, you don't know what's real in the game,
Hmm.
but they making it look like it's not real. They making it look like, we're just doing this off the cuff, and like you said, they got 9 people behind them. That's just a sidebar, bro.
Hmm.
I'm like, yes. He said some of these people on YouTube are financed, yes, by third parties, especially when they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Yes. And they be making it look like, no, we're not.
Hmm. Because the goal is to make you think, why do I have this sad, pathetic life of mine? That's what it's about. He's like, it's so easy. All you gotta do, what I did was, I know what it's like to struggle. I worked hard when I started my channel, and I
Yes.
committed myself to posting 3 to 5 videos a week and blah 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 blah.
Smoke.
Bullshit.
Yep. Peace wise feminine. Feminine. Yes. And smoke and mirrors. You're correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, the bots. Listen, I told Jamal I did this the other day. I followed a bot, Yoel, and it took me to a pornographic site. Them little joints with them Asian chicks on there that be like VFI.WM. I went on that because I gotta see what happens. It takes you to a home page to click on. Now I didn't click on it because I said I don't know what you're gonna see when you click on that. You don't block that. You dad that. Mess around and have you somewhere jammed up. You know what I'm saying? You hit that link and it take you to something you don't want to see, and then now they think you something else. And you was just trying to follow a breadcrumb. So I was like, wow, man, like, wow.
Mm,
They got porn bots coming into your comments. It's just like, yo,
yeah.
it's the wild, wild west. It's the wild, wild west. And when and the funny thing, I told Jamal this. I tried to do it through Google. Google it wouldn't do nothing. But when I went through DuckDuckGo, it showed it. And I was just like, wow, wow, wow.
Interesting times.
Interesting times, man. So with that said, I know you wanted to wrap it up, man. I just want to get the people this article. If y'all go back and check the beginning out, we started off talking about this article on fastcompany.com. It was written on 9/20/2021, and it's called "The Spy Tech That Followed Kids Home for Remote Learning and Won't Leave." Please read this article. It's a very intense article. At the beginning of this video, I tapped into some of what was in the article, but I know a lot of us have children, nephews, and nieces, and a lot of these kids are doing virtual. I know some are going back in school, but it's talking about this the surveillance company called Gaggle and all of the information that they're gathering from kids being on these computers more after school than during school. You know what I'm saying? And I had a little more in this article too, but I want y'all to go check this article out, man. It's a really ill article. And yeah, I think you will get a lot from it and share with some people or what have you, but um it's a really deep article and I think you'll find it beneficial.
We'll come back and post it in the description underneath the video.
Okay.
Then, or pin it as a top comment. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's all I got, man.
Yeah, I'm good too, man. Uh,
An abbreviated show. Brother was busy tonight.
yeah, man. I had to do a couple of things, but we still wanted to um still come in and do something. You know, chop it up for a
Yeah.
minute, but next week we're gonna hopefully be able to come on and start a little earlier and go in on some things,
Yes. 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 Yeah, because I like I told Jamal, and I said this earlier in the podcast too. Like as I'm reading these articles, I never really thought about, bringing it to the podcast like that until the other day I got a download. Like, man, as I'm reading these articles, I need to be bringing these to the people, and especially like the tech and cybersecurity stuff, because that's where we're going. So to find articles of what they're trying to bring on or bring forth in ways that we could kind of I know we're gonna have our phones, but we'll also see where we may not have to buy in to too many things that's coming online. Because as we know, and we said this earlier also, we're basically in a police state. They just haven't announced it. And like Jamal said, and they probably don't want to announce it because then you'll start tightening up or trying to do something different if they did. So they probably like it like this, you know. Yep. So yeah.
Yeah, and on that note, appreciate all of y'all for checking in, all your energy,
Yeah.
comments.
Yes. Yes. Thanks for the feedback. The feedback is
Yeah.
awesome.
And look, and when you go back and watch this video, who anybody else go back and see this, put down some more words in the comments that have become really popular since 2011. That's what we,
Hmm.
earlier. That's what we was doing in the in the bill. Um, and we're gonna circle back because what I might end up doing is we might look at the etymology of some of these words. You know,
Mm.
um, but yeah, that's all I got, man.
Yeah. Earlier, I was trying to say this.
Minneapolis.
Yeah,
Minneapolis.
you was on your Colorado.
Minneapolis.
Yo, I was trying to practice it too. And then I got to the joint, and it was like when I used to rap. I froze up a little bit, then I got through it. But yeah. So have fun with that. Yes, yes. Have fun with that. And, we'll get back.
Yeah, man. Y'all stay up. We'll catch y'all on the top side. Peace.
Peace and blessings.